So today we will understand how we can create a pipeline, AWS CodePipeline basically, that uses CodeDeploy to deploy a sample application from S3 bucket to EC2 instances running on AWS Amazon Linux machine. So this will be two-stage pipeline. We can see in this diagram, we are having one user, that is developer. And now user is having some code, some website code, maybe we can say some zip file is there. User will upload that zip file to the S3 bucket. And then from the S3 bucket, we will take that code and we will deploy. We will use AWS CodeDeploy. With the help of AWS CodeDeploy, we will deploy to EC2 instances. And then with the help of public IP, we will try to access that web page. We can see here, we are having one pipeline. In the pipeline, we have defined two stages basically. One is like code stage, where we will have exact this code. And then second is like deploy stage basically. And we are having two roles here. One is AWS CodeDeploy role, and the second one is EC2 role for AWS CodeDeploy. So there are two roles here. So we will try with this demo here. So these are the steps we are going to follow in this process. So the first thing, we need to create two roles basically. One is a CodeDeploy role, and the second one is EC2 role for CodeDeploy. And then we are having source code, that is one zip file. So we will upload this zip file into one S3 bucket. So for that, we need to create one S3 bucket as well. Then we will create our EC2 instance, which will have CodeDeploy agent installed. So this is user data. So we will run this user data so that on booting of EC2 instance, CodeDeploy will get installed. Once these steps are done, we will move to our CodeDeploy application. So in the CodeDeploy application, basically, we will create one application and then deployment group. So once all the things are ready, then now finally we will create our pipeline. We will define our source, that is S3 bucket. We will deploy our deploy stage, that is CodeDeploy, whatever we have created. So once application is built in the code pipeline, we will verify our web page, and we will do some we can do some kind of changes, and pipeline will automatically trigger. We want to do this kind of things today. So let's go to the AWS console first. I have already logged in into my AWS console. So first we need to create like S3 bucket. So we'll directly move to the S3 bucket in management console. So this is bucket area. So I will say create bucket. I can give any bucket name here. So I'm giving demo, or I can give my demo. So here we do not require to do any further changes. Maybe we can just enable the versioning here in case we want to upload the new source code again. And we will simply say create bucket. So this name already exists. I will give some other name, or I'll just modify this name. I will say code demo 9th Feb. And I will simply say create bucket. So bucket is getting created in AWS cloud. So our bucket got created. This is my demo, 9th Feb is the bucket. So now we need to upload that file, whatever source code I am having. So I'm having this source code. We can see this is sample app zip file is there. So directly zip we can upload. What is there inside zip? We are having some index.html and some basic web page basically we are having here. So we can simply say take our zip file from here, and we can drag and drop this thing to our bucket. So it is uploading. So we will scroll down and we will say yes, uploaded. So file got uploaded successfully. We can close it and we can just verify yes, file exists here. Now we know we should have two roles as well here. We can see one is CodeDeploy role and the one role for EC2 instance. So we will create these two roles also using IAM. So in management console, we will type simply IAM. We'll go IAM. Let it open. So once it is open, we will go roles here under access management. So in the roles, we will say, yes, we want to create one role. And what type of role we want to create? We want to create EC2 role basically. So we'll say, and what type of policy we want to assign here. So we can say we want to assign basically this policy for EC2. So we'll simply copy and paste. We will search this policy. So we got this. So this is basically policy name. We will attach it and we will say next here. We can give our role name. So my demo EC2 role, I can say here, and I will simply say create role. So let it create. Okay, role got created. Now we will create one more role here. That is basically code deploy role we want to create, or we can say role for code deploy. We will say code deploy, and we will select it here. And then we will say next. So if we see here in this case, already policy got attached with it. So we no need to attach further policy here. We will simply say next. And we can say my demo code deploy role. Simple, some name we can give here. And then we can scroll down and we can say, yes, create the role. So let it create. Meanwhile, we can see now roles are ready. EC2 bucket, S3 bucket got created with the source code. Now we should have EC2 instance ready with this role basically, correct? So we will go to EC2 under management console. We will type EC2. So let me type EC2 here. So now we want to create our one simple instance for EC2. So we'll say launch instance here. What type of instance? Amazon Linux instance only we want. We will select it. We are using free tier account, so we will use t2.micro type instance. Then we will say config. Here we need to enable auto public IP. That is the first part. And second thing, if we scroll down little, we are having IAM role. So that role, whatever we have created, we need to select here. So my role EC2 role. This one just now I created, so I will use this role here. Then I will scroll down. We need to copy our user data here. So this user data already I'm having. I'm copying this user data. So the purpose of this user data is once our EC2 instance will start or it will boot basically. So we want at that time deploy agent to be installed in it. So we are using that. So I'll just take it again. I think it didn't copy properly here. Just control and press it again. Just let us check everything is fine here. I just remove this extra space from here. So this I have removed. Okay. So this is the reason basically. Let me copy it again. This line I think didn't copy properly. So just okay. And then this, yes. So I have removed the space here. So we can see it looks okay. Now we will simply say next here. Storage, whatever default is coming, we will go with that. Text we can add just to identify my instance. I will say name, my first instance with pipeline, we can say here. Any name we can give, any value basically we can give here. Security group, like this is the website. I want to access it over from the internet from my web browser. So I will add one HTTP rule for enabling the port. I will say anywhere in this case. Anywhere in the sense anyone over the internet will able to access this web page. I'm simply say review and launch, and I will say launch it. I have already one key pair downloaded in my machine previously, so I will use that one. I will acknowledge it, and then I will say launch instance. Let it launch. So meanwhile, we can go to our code deploy and we can create application and the deployment group. So for that purpose, we will simply type here code deploy. So it will come, just click on this. So now here we can see number of applications I have deployed. Now this time I want to go to application. I want to create my new application here. I can give my demo 9 Feb. This is just one application name. And then platform wise, we can choose here EC2 on premises. We will say create application. So once application got created, we will create our deployment group. So in the deployment group, we can give any name. So here my demo deployment group I can give, and I can give it's 9th Feb, and now we will have service role here. So in the service role, we can select means whatever role we have created for the code deploy. So I have created my demo code deploy role. I will select this one. Then scroll down. Here we can say environment configuration. We can say we want to deploy our thing into the EC2 instances. So we will select Amazon EC2 instance here. So if we see key and value will come, we can enter name. Name is the key basically. So it will give us instance name. So this is my instance value I given. So I will select this particular instance. So basically we are telling here, this is my instance and I want to deploy my code into this particular instance. So we will scroll down. Deployment setting, whatever default is coming, we'll go with that. Load balancer, we don't want here. And whatever default is coming, we will with that. And we will say create deployment group. So let it create it. So I think deployment group got created successfully. Meanwhile, our EC2 instance is also ready. So now the time is to create our final pipeline. So we'll go to here pipeline section. So we will say pipelines. We want to create pipeline here. So we can give any pipeline name here, like my demo. I can say my demo pipeline 9 like this. Any name we can give, and we can select this service role. Pipeline should have one role. So we are saying yes, create the new role, and we can check this also. Allow for pipeline to create a service role so it can be used with this new pipeline. We will go with the default setting here, whatever is coming. In the advanced, we will not modify anything. Whatever default settings are there, we will go with that. We will say next here. So we say service role name is invalid, valid character. So we are having some this 9 Feb and spaces are there. I think that is the problem. So we'll go role name, basically it is saying. So we will say uncheck and check again and enter a valid role name. New role, basically here we are saying create a new role. So we'll try again once, we will see what is happening. It is complaining. Just check on this and uncheck this again. And okay. Okay. So if we see here pipeline name is invalid basically. So I will say, I just try to remove the space here. So name looks okay now. I think space was the problem. So now we see here it is taking role also with the same name. So we can continue with the default setting further. Just click next. Now the source provider. In this case, source provider is basically over S3 bucket, correct? And the deploy is EC2 instance we want to deploy there. So source provider, we want to say Amazon S3. Bucket name, we have created my demo 9 Feb. Object key. So here we need to give what is that object actually there. So that object is nothing but this is file name. So we can simply select this complete file name here and Control V. Change detection occurs. We will go with this recommended option. We'll say next. Build, we don't want to build anything here. We just want to deploy it in the EC2 instances, some web pages. So we'll skip this stage. Deploy. Where do you want to deploy? I want to deploy using AWS CodeDeploy. Application name, which application you want to deploy. So my demo 95 is my application I want to deploy. Deployment group, we can select. This is the deployment group. We'll go next here. So pipeline is ready to deploy. So we'll simply say we'll create the pipeline. So let it create and we will see what is happening after creation of the pipeline. So it will take some time. So once pipeline is ready, we come to know to notification here. We can see congratulations, the pipeline this has been created. So if you see here, pipeline got started automatically, correct? So it is fetching the source from the S3 bucket. So it is see in progress just now. So it is going on. We will wait pipeline to be completed. So now the pipeline is going on. So we can see in the S3 bucket, something is happening on this stage. So here source is one stage, deploy is the second stage. So we'll call this pipeline two-stage pipeline because two stages are involved in this pipeline. First one is source stage, second one is deploy stage. You will not be able to edit this source and deploy, basically name of this stage. So we see source stage is succeeded. Now it is further going on. We'll see what will happen after that. So we'll wait for some time and we'll see here. So notification, we will just close it as of now. Let it go. This also we can see check marks. So deployment is also succeed. So basically we can see our code is deployed, correct? So we want to see the details also. Here we can see like this complete details, or we can see normally just go to our pipeline here. Sorry, go to over these pipelines. This is my pipeline, and under pipeline we can see we are having this details, code deploy details. We will go to the details. Under details, you are having basically revision and everything is available. And this is the instance, EC2 instance where our code got deployed. We will simply go to that instance page. So this is my EC2 instance. We can see here. This is the instance which is running my first instance with pipeline. Just click on this. We will take our public IP from here for connecting to the web page. Simply we will type HTTP and we will give public IP, enter. We can see our website is deployed successfully. This application was deployed using AWS CodeDeploy. So if we see at last, whatever we wanted to achieve, we should have an S3 bucket as source, and we want to deploy into the EC2 instance, and using public IP, we should able to access it. And we created our code pipeline also with the help of S3 bucket and the AWS CodeDeploy. So that's it for this demo. Thank you.